All right, we are up now. This over here is the Christmas stuff, but over here, slightly in shadow, you will see this entire section is Halloween decor, and I need to start getting it down. Hooray! None of this seems unnecessary. Leave it alone. Yes, I see you. I see you. You leave it. Leave it alone. Yeah. I can still see your leg. Stay away from it. Hi guys, welcome back to At Home with the Homers. Today we're going to be doing the Halloween Clean and Decorate with Me 2023. If you haven't already got yourselves a drink, do go and grab one. I'm having coffee with pumpkin spice myself. Yeah, that's good Java. Ow! Oh, it's really hot. I just poured it. I'm going to give that a little blow, I think. And we're back. Okay, so we're going to start in the living room. I've got my Hocus Pocus on in the background, keep me company and keep me in the spirit. And Bones has been hanging out with me all day as well, just kind of watching what I'm doing, wondering why I'm doing all these crazy things. I'm really excited because I've got a couple of new bits for this sofa this year. I'm just going to get rid of the autumn stuff, and then I've got this little fluffy black blanket that I got from Home Bargains, which is super cute. It was only a couple of pounds. And I also got these cushions. I got that from TK Maxx, little pumpkin, and the Rest in Pieces one, which I absolutely love. But my favourite thing was this ghost, which again was from Home Bargains. I keep seeing these in Next for like £30. This was £4 and it's adorable. I love it so much. Next I'm going to be setting up the coffee table. I've got this cute little spiderweb thing, and then I'm going to put my tray on there. I've got Dracula, some magic book, and a little ornament and a black candle. It's just going to go in there, make it look really pretty. All of these things I've had forever, otherwise I would link them below, but I literally got no idea where I got them. The Dracula book is my husband's, the herbal magic one is mine. And these other bits are just little Halloween things I've collected over the years, but I always try and keep as much as I can, even if I think, oh, I'm never going to use it again, because, well, you never know when you will. On top of the bookcase is where I keep my photo albums. I went through a phase of making them for different seasons, and I have special Halloween ones, which I put up obviously on the stand when it is Halloween. I also have a Christmas one that I change out for then. I got this skull from TK Maxx years and years and years ago, but it's super cute and it's stayed with me. Most of my ornamental decorations are from TK Maxx, so unless you hear otherwise, that's what I would assume. Also, if this is your first time here, welcome to At Home with the Homers. It's so lovely to have you. We do videos about home life, cleaning, decorating, activities with kids. If you think that's something that you would enjoy watching, please do subscribe so you don't miss out on any videos. On this bookcase I have some autumn decor, which I've obviously taken down. I've got this beautiful bird cage candle holder, which I love. I was going to do a bit more with it, but I just didn't have anything. What would you guys suggest in the comments? If you've got any ideas, I'd love them. I got this little oil burner. That was a gift. I don't know where from, but it's super cute. Next, I've got this statue with 3 skulls on it. It's the Hear No Evil, See No Evil, Speak No Evil emblem. We've had this for ages. Again, another TK Maxx buy. So I feel like my decorating style for Halloween is a combination of autumn and Halloween. I love autumn so much. I didn't make a video this year because I just didn't get started with the channel in time, but it's actually my favourite season to decorate for. I'm always reluctant to take down everything. I would rather just add the Halloween into it. What about you guys? Tell me in the comments. So do you stick with autumn and add a little bit of Halloween, or are you all Halloween all day, get rid of those orange leaves and put up a whole bunch of black ones? So I'm just setting up my table centerpiece. I got this bridge thing from Etsy some years ago, and it comes out sometimes. We've got these salt and pepper shakers from TK Maxx, no shock to anyone. I just love it. They have such great stuff and at a really fair price, and you can keep it for, you know, ever. I'm going to put this tiny little silver skull here. I don't know if you can tell, I really wasn't sure what to do with it, and I'm usually great at my centerpieces, but I was struggling a bit this year. I got these little salt and pepper shakers as well. I think those ones were from Tesco's a couple of years back. And you can see later on I actually was like, no, scrap that, I hate everything about it. So I found this old cauldron and I just stuffed it with newspaper, and then I filled it with these little black and white pumpkins, which again, we've just kind of had forever. We've been collecting all of this for a long, long time, so I didn't do a Halloween haul. I was much happier with how that came out. I think that just looked much cuter and had a bit more of an impact. So I'll use the silver skull somewhere else. And onto the bedroom. This wreath was given to me by a friend. You can see it says Kelly and Charlie trick or treat. That's because my husband David had a nickname for many years. People called him Charlie. So not like, this isn't a wreath from my previous relationship that I just in poor taste will put above my bed anyway. By the way, and I'm not fishing for compliments here, but if anyone likes my t-shirt, I picked it up from a shop in a town not too far away from me. It's called Belzard, and they do have a website, which I will link in the description box below, but it's a new age shop, and they do all sorts of kind of witchy but also spooky items. If you're looking for things for Halloween, actually, it's kind of the perfect place to be looking at the moment. So you might have noticed earlier I had some Halloween cushion covers on the bed that I did actually put onto my cushions, but I ended up changing them back because I really like this one that I got from TK Maxx, and it was just too much words for me. So I've just left it with the one kind of Halloween cushion and then my orange blanket. Okay guys, so I just want to talk a little bit about when I make these trays, what goes into what I decide to put in them, why I make any decisions that I make. My biggest thing is trying to stick to the rule of 3. Now I don't always manage to do this because it can be hard getting just 3 items to fill something that's also then in keeping with your theme. But I tend to sort of, if it's not 3 specific items, it'll be like 3 areas, if you like. So for example, I tend to build up a base usually with books. Now because it's Halloween, I've got this really pretty notebook by the Design Group, and I've also got H.P. Lovecraft's The Necronomicon. Obviously perfect for Halloween, but also it's black and it is pretty chunky, because that's the other thing, is that I like to think about different levels, have different heights of things. So I stack the books and that kind of becomes like my background, if you like. And then I've almost always got something that you can set on fire, especially in the bedroom, because where else would we want some fire hazards? I got given this candle by a really, really lovely friend of mine a couple of years ago. I'm not actually, I mean, I like Disney. I like Disney a whole bunch, but I'm not like, oh God, it still smells amazing. It's years old and it still smells amazing. But that's Disney for you, Lodge Vanilla. But I'm not a big enough fan that I would tend to have a lot of their memorabilia. I've seen people who do whole Disney themed decor, Christmas, Halloween, you name it, and it looks incredible. Like it looks amazing. So nothing against it, it's just not my kind of style. But I do like this candle and it is quite cute. So I tend to, maybe I'll balance that on there for now. We'll see how we go with it. Again, it just adds more height. And then I've got technically another thing that I can set on fire, but I'm not gonna, which is the key thing here. This is an oil burner. I don't even know where this is from. It's so old. It's only cheap. I've got a funny feeling it was Poundland, actually. But it is porcelain, and I'm using it as an ornament. And I've chosen this because I think there's a lot of orange in the room, and I want to make sure I've got that pop of colour there to tie it all in. So I'm going to pop him just here. And then again, so I've got my 1, 2, 3, but my basket still looks a tiny bit sparse. So I am just going to add this little bit of pumpkin, but I'm going to justify that by saying that it is background filler pumpkin. not actually an item in the tray, so we just ignore it's there. And once I've done it and I've put it all together, I'm like, well, I do not love how that looks. So I'm going to change it up a little bit. I say keep the books as they are, but maybe I'll swap this guy, put him here and this there. Maybe put you, no, not up there, you there. But yeah, that's the basics of it. It's not rocket science. I put a few things together. I like to put bits at the bottom of the tray as well to fill it out. On my autumn ones, I had a lot of just autumn leaves at the bottom, which looked lovely, but I don't have Halloween leaves. Maybe something to think about for next year. But yeah, if you guys end up giving a go at having your own trays, please do let me know in the comments. Let me know, what do you do? Do you stick to the rule of 3, or do you just go crazy and fill it up with whatever? What tends to be in your basket? How much do you have that's flammable in your bedroom? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so onto one of my absolute favourite rooms. This is my son Levi's room. You'll notice there is a lot on the walls. We decorated this, my husband and I, when he was just a baby, and he's not let us change it just yet, but it does mean that there isn't as much of an impact for the decor, but that's okay, it's his bedroom after all. We bought this Halloween bedding from Amazon about 2 or 3 years ago, and he goes crazy for it. He just loves it. It's got some glowing ghosts and pumpkins and witches' hats, and it's just perfect children's Halloween decor. So am I the only one who decorates bedrooms as well as front rooms, or what do you guys do? Are you more just the family shared areas, or do you do the bedrooms as well? Do you have kids who you like to decorate their bedrooms for? What do you do? How do they react? Let me know in the comments. So I'm getting rid of this Etsy bunting, which is super cute, and putting up this burlap witchy bunting. I got this from Amazon so many years ago. I've got no idea how much it was, but I'm sure it'd be on there if you looked. So above Levi's toy boxes, I always put up a display which is seasonal. You see, that was the autumn one with some autumn books and toys and decor. So I'm just going to take all of that down now and redo it, but with Halloween toys and decor and books. Lots of books. So this book that I'm putting up now is Pick a Pumpkin by Patricia Tott. It's one of my favourite Halloween stories. The artwork is just stunning. I honestly thoroughly recommend it. This house I'm adding is actually a Scooby-Doo Playmobil house. Levi and I will sometimes get together and put whatever little spooky toys we can find, little pumpkins and things, and decorate it up as well. Other books I'm adding is Dia de los Muertos, Christopher Pumpkin, and Monsters You Should Know. All of them are some of Levi's favourite, I want to say Halloween books, but actually we sort of read them all year round. And for finishing touches, these flickering battery-powered candles, just to give it a little bit of light. I'll be showing these and all the other light-up editions when I do the full house tour, which will be in next week's video. On Levi's window, I'm just putting up a little bit more of this garland, and I'm also adding our Jack Skellington tea light holder. I got given that for a birthday present, believe it or not, maybe 10 years ago. So one of the few other Disney things that we have in the house, but super cute. Up on Levi's bookshelf, this top shelf is where he sort of keeps his treasures. So he's got a little volcano that he made, a pumice stone, a bird's nest with a little broken eggshell that we found. So I try not to do too much with this, just put a little projector on there. Again, we'll show that lit up later on. Levi's wreath, this is where some real theatrical magic comes in. When I turn this around, I've added onto it a very scary sort of scarecrow face. I did that, again, many, many years ago. So all I have to do now is take off the leaves so that it's still got some light, but it's not quite as autumny. And then I have this sign, again from TK Maxx, that I just hook over the top, and it sits perfectly in place so that wait, what? Oh, okay, so that's not hung right. Lift that a bit. So it hangs and it falls perfectly in place so that it looks like the scarecrow's hands are holding the sign. Ta-da! So starting the hallway now, I'm just going to give the mirror a wipe down and the autumn side entrance way. I live in a bungalow, so my entrance is very small. It's literally just this corner. So I've got this little tea light holder, which I'm going to put in front of the mirror. Again, a gift. I seem to have a reputation for really appreciating Halloween decor stuff, because most of my things I have, now I'm saying them out loud, are mostly gifts. I got this Ouija board from another little independent shop. Unfortunately, it's gone now, but that was a fantastic buy. I'm sure you could get something similar online if you wanted. I've got this silver skull, which you may recognise because it used to live on the dining table, but it was repurposed. Now it's going to be in here. And just to finish it off, I've got this candle which I got from TK Maxx, Mystic Eye, and I love this. It's so pretty. You look on top and it's got a mystic eye. Ooh, and it smells fantastic. So, and I like to have a really lovely smell for when you first come into the house, so get that lit up. And now onto the front porch, which I'm sure you all agree looks absolutely wrecked, but please don't judge me. This is not how it looked when I did my autumn decor. This is how it looked. It was beautiful. I got these stalks and pumpkins and hay bales, but a storm came and basically destroyed everything. This wreath I actually made myself. I got the wicker wreath from Amazon. I've got this Homer Halloween thing, I got that from Etsy. And then I just added those black roses and a twine spider web. And I was actually really happy with the result. I do not consider myself to be particularly crafty or good at making things. I'm much better at putting things in the right places. But yeah, I was happy with that. So, you know, it's not the most amazing wreath ever, but I'm going to keep it. This lantern is Poundland, literally cost exactly that from several years ago, but it's still going. Put a couple of new batteries in it and it's going to be nice and bright, I should think. So yeah, that one's a good buy. This bat is actually one of my favourite things that I've ever bought, and I can't remember the name of the place. It was a little market stall inside a shopping centre that was selling all kinds of art that was made from metal, and it's gorgeous. You put a tea light inside it and its belly is just all lit up and it just looks fantastic. It has been driving Bones mad since I put it up. He keeps barking at it and I have to keep trying to explain to him it's not real, it's not real, but he's not overly convinced as yet, but hopefully by the time November rolls around he'll have gotten over it. And to make it look like these sad corn stalks are deliberately this woeful, I'm going to wrap some red string lights around each of them, just battery powered. I'm going to put a little plastic baggie over both of the battery packs when I'm finished, but they'll sort of just light up nice and red, which will hopefully make them look haunting and not just desolate. And now for the front garden. I've never done anything in the front garden before because our front door is to the side of the house and we don't have hardly any children at all. I think we've just had 2 more kids move into the neighbourhood, and that makes a grand total of 3, including my son. So I've never really done much, but Levi saw some videos on YouTube because I've been watching, you know, inspirational videos, and he was like, "Oh, Mum, can we have a graveyard outside the house?" And I was like, well, I have now got 0 budget and a couple of old bones left in some bags, so I'll see what I can do for you. So this is what I've kind of come up with. I had this concept of a skeleton trying to escape from the ground, so I just got some mud and packed it up around it. I also found this ghost, this sort of hanging ghost. I was like, alright, cool. Seems like a ghost is something you would find in a haunted garden. Where to put it? Up on the drain pipe. Yep, that seems really safe and practical. Yep, that'll do. She has ended up in that drain pipe more than she has stayed hanging where she was, so we're still mixed on whether or not we're going to leave that there for all of Halloween, but it looked good in the first instance. I've got this little skeleton spider I'm going to put on his head as well. Like, because that'd be the worst thing, wouldn't it? If you were stuck underground and there was a giant spider on your head. It's all terrifying. A little bit more mud, make it look a bit more convincing. Yeah, that's it. This is really happening. I think only when you're forced to watch yourself moving around in a video can you become aware of how much you actually move like an old lady when you're only 33. Why am I bent over like that so much? Stand up straight. Just now sorting out a little projector. I haven't tested it for a while. I know it does work, but I don't know, because the front of our house is mostly window, I don't know how well it's going to project onto the front of the house, but I'm going to give it a good go. I'm hitching it inside because I don't have the stake for it, so I'm just kind of balancing it inside this rose bush, and then the wire is going through the kitchen window into a plug. So here's how the garden looks. The projector is on, but you can't see. There should be little ghosts and witches flying around on the wall, but obviously it's too light for that. But this is the box for it. It was from B&M, $7.99. Okay guys, that's everything finished for the Halloween. I should write a script. Over here, up, down. What do you do? What do you do with the other arm? Thank you so much for joining us for the Halloween Clean and Decorate with me 2023. Please do come back soon because we're going to have the full Halloween walkthrough as well as all of the fantastic activities that I mentioned in the last video. I'll see you then. Alright, we better get away before he manages to get all the way out. Oh, that's okay then. Hey, man, look behind you.
What? It says beware. Night! A skeleton! A skull. Look, a creepy hand from red. It feels real. It's real. Yeah!